Do you know how to determine if two lines or a set of lines are parallel? Parallel lines are equidistant. They will never intersect. Parallel lines have the same slope. And if you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Let's take a look at a coordinate grid where parallel lines have been graphed. Look at this pair of lines. These lines are parallel. They have the same slope. Let's test it out. If you look at the first line, we'll choose a leftmost point. We would go up 2 and over 2. The slope of this first line is 2 over 2. And we can simplify that to say this line has a slope of 1. Now let's look at the next line. Again, we choose a leftmost point. We go up 2 and over 2. This line has a slope of 2 over 2. Therefore, the slope is 1. When two lines have the same slope, then the lines are parallel. Now, sometimes you won't see a coordinate grid. Can you look at the equation of a line, actually the equation of two lines, and figure out if the lines will be parallel? Let's take a look. Here are two equations. Y equals 3x plus 2 and y equals 3x minus 1. Now notice that the slope of both of these equations is the same. Therefore, these two lines will be parallel. Now, this is easy to see in this example because both equations are written in slope-intercept form. What about if they both weren't written in slope-intercept form? Can you figure out if the two equations have the same slope? Let's take a look. Here are two equations. Y equals 2x plus 2 and negative 2x plus 2y equals 1. If you look at the first equation, it's already in slope-intercept form. The slope of this line is 2. So we can write m is equal to 2. Now we don't know the slope of the second equation because it's written in standard form. So let's look at the ratio of how to find the slope when an equation is written in standard form. The slope is equal to negative a over b. Now let's substitute the given values for a and b. We have a negative, negative 2, double negative is a positive, over 2. When we simplify that, we see that this has a slope of 1. The second equation has a slope of 1. The first equation has a slope of 2. These two lines are not parallel. Let's look at two more equations. Y equals 1/2 x minus 1 and 2y equals x plus 2. We want to figure out if these two equations have the same slope. The first equation is in slope-intercept form. We can see that the slope is equal to 1/2. Now the second equation is almost written in slope-intercept form. This too throws it off. So if we divide both sides of this equation by 2, then we'll be able to get y alone. Now we have y is equal to 1/2 x. You see we divided this and this plus 1. Now we can clearly see that the slope of this line is also 1/2. And these two lines are parallel.